Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. I am so happy it's Friday. I have to tell you, I'm starting a weekend vlog, but I have to tell you, yesterday was the most challenging day I've had at my new job so far. Yesterday was the first time that I actually got a little choked up at work. And that was at the very end of the day, so I held it together and I was okay. But it was like one thing after another. Kids were not listening. Kids were actively not doing what they were supposed to be doing and refusing to do what they were supposed to be doing. This is one of those cases where I really, really wish that I had some kind of training so that I would know what to do when this type of thing happens. But it was just, the kids had testing in the morning, at least the older kids, and none of the kids wanted to do what they were supposed to be doing. So I am going into today really, really glad it's Friday, but yeah, I don't know. I have to do some serious talking with my team and potentially with teachers that some of these kids have, because they know much better than I do how to manage some of the behaviors that were happening yesterday. So anyway, all that to say, super happy it's Friday. I have not a whole lot planned for this weekend, but I know I'm going to do some fun stuff because I have to get out of the house. I have to get out of my own head. So yeah. Off to work. I'm actually running a little bit late, but Bill is home to take care of the dog, so that's okay. Anyway, I'm gonna head off to work and I will see you guys this afternoon. All right, guys, I am at Walmart because I have to go grocery shopping. I hate going grocery shopping after I've been at work all day. However, it needs to be done. I sent Bill last week to do it, so it's really my turn. So I'm going to go to Walmart, but there is a particular plant I'm looking for that I saw online in one of my plant groups. It's a succulent, which I never care about that much, but this one had pink in it and it was so pretty. So I'm going to see if I can find it, or I don't know, I might have to do some searching again and see exactly what it was called. But Walmart has some pretty cool succulents. If they have any, I'll show you, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go grocery shopping as well, not just look at plants. But yeah, that's my plan for the next hour or so, and then I get to go home and just relax for the rest of the evening. So much of a variety, definitely nothing pink. There are some cute orange ones. It would be fun for fall. This one right here, that's cool. This one's cool too, this variegated one. I love this one. Ooh, that's fun. Ooh, that might be the one I need. We'll have to think about it. I'll let you know if I get one. I decided I did not need a succulent that I don't absolutely love, so we did not get one today. Alright guys, I am home from work and shopping. Luna is supposed to be eating her dinner. Ginny's eating her dinner, but Luna will never eat until Ginny's finished because Luna wants an appetizer of Ginny's food. Whatever Ginny leaves on her plate, we let Luna finish, and usually it's just a couple of bites. I know cat food isn't good for dogs, so we just give her a couple of bites, but she uses it as an appetizer, and she doesn't want her food until she eats the few bites of Ginny's food. There she is, like smelling her food, but she's not interested in eating it. What? Oh, she's gonna bark at me. She does that sometimes when she wants something. Anyway, I wanted to share with you guys such a funny thing that happened today. So we were in kindergarten PE class and I saw a blimp and I was like, there is no way they're gonna let this pass without comment. These kids have probably never seen a blimp before. I've seen 2 blimps in my life and they were both here in Florida within the last year. Before that, I had never seen one in my life. It's not something you come across every day, I guess. Anyway, these kids, if you think you can teach a group of kindergartners when there's a giant whale-looking thing floating in the sky, you are sorely mistaken. They wanted nothing to do but to look up at that blimp, find out what it was. They didn't know the word for it. It was really hard to explain the word to them because it was like they just could not comprehend that something would be called a blimp, I guess. I don't know. It was so funny. They were just enthralled by this thing floating through the air. I have to say though, I am pretty enthralled by them as well. I just don't understand the dynamics, like the aerodynamics of a blimp. I don't know how they work. It's like a hot air balloon for me. Like I just can't figure it out. I know, like in my mind, I know how they work, but It just doesn't make sense to me anyway. I have very little engineering knowledge, so that's probably why I can't get it through my brain. But anyway, Ginny has finished her food. So Luna, you want to get it? So I put Luna's food next to Ginny's food. Luna will eat Ginny's food, the leftovers. And then she might choose to eat her food. We'll see. She did not eat her food this morning. Does anyone have an older dog who has really like slowed down on eating? Some days she eats breakfast and dinner. Some days she eats just breakfast. Some days she eats just dinner. Every day she eats some meal, but she also keeps changing what she wants to eat. So she had this wet food that was working really well for her, and then she decided she didn't like it anymore. So she's only eating dry food now, which previously she had decided she didn't want anymore. So she just keeps changing her mind. It's a woman's prerogative, I know. But I just wish I knew what was going on in her little chihuahua head. Anyway, I went grocery shopping for the week. I've decided to switch up my lunches a little bit. Hopefully it won't affect my stomach too badly, but I am just not eating enough healthy things. So I'm gonna start bringing some sliced turkey every day along with the piece of cheese and hard-boiled egg that I eat every day. I'm gonna bring like sliced turkey and then also tomato and cucumber. So I'm gonna start with vegetables I know my stomach likes and go from there. I would like to do a salad every day, but green leafy things I can't always do like in a row. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like if I have a salad on Monday and then I have another one on Tuesday, my stomach doesn't like it. But if I just eat it on Monday, it seems to be okay. I don't know, my stomach's weird. It's the same thing with broccoli or garlic. Like I can only have so much. Anyway, I'm gonna go figure out dinner. I think I'm gonna eat a frozen meal. I will fully admit I found these in the deli at Walmart when I was shopping, this popcorn chicken, and I ate like several of them on the way home. So I've already had an appetizer. So I'm just gonna need a very small dinner tonight, but I'll figure that out in a minute. And then I'm just gonna relax for the rest of the evening, read my book, which I don't even know the title of it. I'll try to remember to show you guys later. It's on my Kobo. I'm reading it online or whatever. I'm reading an ebook. All right, I am going to go do my relaxing and I will either check in later or tomorrow morning. So I decided with the rest of my evening, I am going to start watching Abbott Elementary. I actually just turned it on. I'm really like in the middle of the first episode. I've never seen this show. Why? I don't know. I've worked with kids for many years in school type settings, but I don't know. I've heard this show mentioned as a recommendation all the time, and I just have not watched it. It is so funny so far. I'm only in the first episode, and it's so funny. It's so accurate. The very first episode, this little girl has just thrown up, and she ends up like with a teacher she's never met before, and she's holding his hand. She like reaches up to hold his hand, and she's like, "I just threw up." The accuracy is amazing. So whoever wrote this show definitely worked in a school at one point or works in a school or whatever, but that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my evening, watching this show and just feeling like I'm still at work. So here we go. Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. We are going to the Gabriella Plant second Saturday sale today. We haven't been in a couple of months, but my husband actually suggested it. I wouldn't even have thought about it today, I don't think, but Bill suggested it, and I was like, okay, if you really want to go to a plant sale, I guess I can go. So we are going to head over to Oviedo in a few minutes. I'm just going to put my hair up in a ponytail, and we're going to get heading over there. Probably won't get much, if anything, but it'll just be nice to walk around the plants. And then we're going to see if there's anything else to do in the Oviedo area. We've never spent much time over there, other than when I was at UCF, when I was 19. But I think we'll see if there's anything else over there to do. We're going to take Luna with us, so maybe we'll find a park or something. All right, today's outfit. This is by Pink Clover. It's a ribbed black tank. I feel like it has some lint on it. And then these shorts are by STS Blue. And then I'm wearing my new necklace. I'll turn it around so you can see. This one is my new pearl that I got at Disney Springs. Lots of Hoyas here. I love seeing all the Hoyas. Ooh, these are cool. What the heck are these? Cissus quadrangularis. Ooh, that's neat. Ooh, that's a maybe. Do you like plant shopping? Do you love plant shopping? We are done plant shopping, so we came over to Center Lake Park in Oviedo. We've never been here before, but supposedly they have a dog park, so we're gonna check it out. We'll let you know in case anyone's ever in Oviedo. This must be Center Lake, and there's a marina over there. Oh, look at the swan boats. Those are cool. This is neat. Some kind of bird enjoying the water. I'm sure there are alligators in this water, so we won't get too close with Luna, but it's really pretty. Is it the 100th anniversary of Oviedo? I don't know. Looks like it. Ducks. Oh, they're friendly. Look at them. The boats. There's like a little pavilion here. There's a playground. There's a splash pad somewhere. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, it's over there. Yeah, this is a cute little area. Looks like there are restaurants. Super, super cute. Turtle down there by the dock. That's cool. Swan boats are like paddle boats. Splash pad. I'm taking my plants for a walk because I didn't want them to get damaged in the car. I'll show you guys closer up what I got when we get home. There's a memorial here. Alright, we have just been walking around the lake. It's a very small lake. There is a dog park. There's only one dog park, and most dog parks have like one section for big dogs and one for small dogs, but this one just had one. And Luna's not great with other dogs, so we didn't chance it, but she's been sniffing and enjoying everything. Oh, Loon. Either way, it's a really cute little area. We didn't eat anywhere or do anything other than walk around, but it's just nice. I was saying to Bill, it's nice having pine trees, which you don't see a lot down here. It just makes it feel like we're in New England a little bit, so that's kind of fun. All right, so we are back from the plant store and that park. That was just a really fun morning. It felt like just the weather has cooled down just a little bit, just enough so that it felt comfortable being outside. And it just felt like such a nice thing to do, to spend time outside. I am so looking forward to fall getting here and the weather just being a little cooler and just feeling like it just feels good to be outside all the time, because that's the great thing about living in Florida, of course, is the weather. So I wanted to show you guys quickly the plants that I got at Gabriella Plants. All right, so the first one I got these plants with a couple of things in mind. One, I wanted a plant for our shower. This is not it, but I got this really cute Syndapsis pictus silver lady. This one, the leaves are so pretty. They're like this mottled kind of variegated green, darker green and lighter green. I have not decided yet where I'm going to put this, but I love that I love Syndapsis plants. I just have to know how to keep them alive. I kind of messed up my last one because there was a snake that got into the house and I knocked over a table trying to get at it, and that table had my Syndapsis on it. So it's in the shower right now. I have to do a little more research because I'm not sure that they really like that much humidity. So I'm gonna, I don't know if this little tag will give me any information, but either way, I'm gonna do a little research online and see if I can find a little bit more about Syndapsis plants and see if I can keep that one doing a little bit healthier. And then I got this Monstera siltepecana. This one is going into my shower because they like humidity as far as I can tell. but I just have to check the lighting because these, my shower gets a lot of light. So I just have to make sure it can go directly into the shower and not like on the shelf near the shower or whatever. But isn't that cute? I love the leaves on these. I love how you can see the veins really well. So I went in thinking I was going to get 2 plants tops, but then this Hoya, this is a Hoya Chelsea. Look how cute. This one was only $5, which was an amazing deal. I love Hoya. I just think they are just the coolest plants. I love that there are so many different varieties and they look so different. And I love that they're more succulent and a little bit more sturdy for me anyway. And I also love that you can tell some of these newer leaves kind of have that kind of purpley color, which is, I just love when the leaves come in that purpley color. So yeah, again, I have to figure out where to put this one, probably somewhere with a good amount of light, but those are my purchases from Gabriella Plants. So for the rest of the day, I think I'm gonna go spend some time out by the pool because I just looked at my feet and because I've been wearing sneakers and socks every day, I wear low socks, but I have a little bit of a tan line on my feet and I don't like that. So I'm gonna go out by the pool and just kind of hang out in the sun for a little bit and maybe bring my book out, maybe just kind of relax and enjoy the afternoon. Bill's doing some work in the garage now. But we had a really nice morning. I'm glad to be home relaxing for the afternoon. So I'll check in with you guys a bit later. Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. I am getting ready for a day at Disney with Emily. So I thought as I get ready, I'll just take you through my morning routine, my makeup routine. I've already done my skincare, but I thought it would be fun to do a little makeup routine because we haven't done that in a little while. So like I said, we're heading to EPCOT. I'll show you what I'm wearing if I can pan down a little bit. I'm wearing this bodysuit by Kaylee, I believe. And then these black denim shorts are by Just USA Denim. I haven't worn this in quite a while, but I'm wearing it today because it's cooled down a little bit, which is so nice. It's been such a hot summer. I'm sure if you live in Florida, it's just been a normal summer. But for us, it's our first summer here, and I've been working outside for the last month, so it's just been very toasty, and it's really nice to have a little bit of relief. So I am starting with this eyeshadow primer by Milani. I got it at Walmart. This is something I do first in my routine because this is going to sound so weird. Do you see how like my my frown lines there, or my forehead lines kind of like really are accentuated when I do this? I do this first and then I get all my other makeup out to give those lines a chance to like calm down a little bit so that I'm not putting my next makeup pieces into the lines and having them just stay like that all day. So I don't even know if that makes sense, but that's what I do. So I'm just gonna hit out the rest of the things that I use. I have shown you guys before, but I just kind of like line up my makeup in the order that I'm gonna use it so that I don't forget to do any particular thing. I don't think I normally would because I do the same routine every day, but you never know. So I also like to pair my eyeshadow with the outfit that I'm wearing. So I'm not really wearing any color today, but I'll still show you what I'm gonna use for eyeshadow because I just am loving doing a little bit of eyeshadow recently. So the next thing I'm gonna do is my sunscreen, which is a tinted sunscreen, and this is by CeraVe. I use the medium tint because my face is a little bit more tan, especially now that I'm in Florida. And I really, really like this stuff. I'm almost out of this, so I have another little tube in my bucket, but I'm using about this much on my finger. It a little bit goes a long way with this stuff. I don't know if that seems like a lot, but I also remind myself that it's my sunscreen too, so I want to make sure I have like total coverage on my face because I'm going to be outside all day. So I'm just going to rub that in, and then I use a brush to kind of like smooth it all out, but I start by rubbing it all in, trying to keep my forehead as, you know, not up, and keep those wrinkles out as much as possible because I'm trying to not have the makeup settle into them. But once I get it all spread out, I grabbed this flat brush that I have. I don't know, this is by BS Small or something like that. I got it on Amazon. I got this whole set of brushes on Amazon. And then I just sort of spread it out a little bit more, try to make it not quite so shiny. But I really, really like this. I feel like it's good coverage without making it look like my face is caked in foundation. And I really, really don't like that foundation look. I know it's a thing to like build up your makeup, and I've mentioned this before. For me, I just really don't like the feel of makeup on my face. I don't even really love the feel of this on my face, but I do need to have sunscreen, and I actually wear another layer of sunscreen under this. I use this, although I couldn't find it on Amazon, this Bare Republic. I couldn't find it on Amazon the last time I looked, so I got a different kind. So we'll see how that goes. But it has a little bit of a white cast to it, just a little bit. So I feel like I need to wear something on top to make it so it's not quite as white. But anyway, that's my sunscreen, tinted sunscreen done. So I'm gonna wash my hands because they're gross. I actually just remembered too that I completely forgot to go get my tea. So I'm gonna go grab that so I can drink it while I'm doing my makeup. Okay, I've got my tea. This is the same tea I drink all the time. Actually, I only drink it on the weekends now because I just don't have time to make it in the mornings on work days because I leave so early. So it's the Twinings Peppermint and Creamy Vanilla Tea, and I just brew it and then I add 2 teaspoons of maple syrup as a sweetener and then a splash of oat milk, and then I put it in the fridge while I take a shower and just sort of let it cool down, and then I pour it over a few pieces of ice, put it in this, and then it's like an iced vanilla peppermint tea, and it's so good. Okay, next step in my makeup routine is this Pie blush by ColourPop. It is super bright. I recently heard that there's a thing called blush blindness, and I think I have that. I love a brightly colored blush. I really, really do. And I'm sure I apply too much because I love it so much. And I've heard that that is actually a thing. So I try to be a little bit more mindful so that I don't have like clown cheeks or anything like that. I will brush this in, believe me. I won't leave it like that. And I do use this same amount to kind of like go around my face a little bit. I'll show you what I do. But I sort of just blend this out. And I am not a makeup expert by any means, but this is what works for me in my daily life. This is, even though it's a weekend, this is the makeup routine that I use every single day when I'm going to work. Even the eyeshadow, I don't care that I work outside with kids all day. I want to look good for me. So anyway, I just use this to kind of like blend it out a little bit. I do a little bit down my nose just to sort of give myself that slightly sunburned look without actually being sunburned. And then I go sort of on my forehead just a little bit, again, just for a little bit of that like sun-kissed look without actually having to risk getting skin cancer. So anyway, that's my blush. I hope I've blended it enough. But then I use this, which is getting low. This is Pacifica. This is Glimmer Shimmer. I don't even know if it's still sold. I bought this probably like, I think I get it in an Ipsy bag, honestly. So it's probably 2 years old. I use it as just the highlighter. I don't use the blush side at all because it's too light for me. But I just rub it on with my finger. This is, I don't know. I don't even think you're supposed to use makeup this long. But anyway, I'll get a new one at some point soon. I'm going to have to. So I just do a little bit there. And then I take like just the tip of my finger and rub it right here, and then I just do a tiny little bit kind of at the very top of my cheek, just because the sun hits there and it gives it kind of a little bit of extra shimmer, I guess. So anyway, that's why I do that. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I don't know if I saw it somewhere or if I just was like, oh look, the sun's hitting there, so, or the light's hitting there, so that's a good place to put highlighter as well. Anyway, that's what I do. Then we're gonna do eyebrows. I'm actually gonna stop this and do them in the mirror because I really need to pay attention to what I'm doing. So I will be back in just a second. Okay, so I'm done with that. Obviously they're a little bit darker. So I use this brush to just kind of comb them out, make sure they look kind of a little bit less disheveled. Not that I have a ton of eyebrows to begin with, but anyway, then I use this little brush and I use Jason Wu Brows Before Bros, is that what it's called? Yeah, Brows Before Boys. And I use the middle color right here on my eyebrows, and I just sort of like, you know, brush it on with this. I find that this is easier on my eyebrows and I don't lose as many eyebrow hairs as I do when I use a pencil. So that brush works really nicely for me. And then I just use this to kind of just make sure everything is combed out. Yeah, so I want to know, because I saw recently a picture of the Olsen twins and they had no makeup on whatsoever in this picture. I think they were advertising a new like fragrance that they've made or something. And a lot of people were making very unkind comments, but a lot of people were saying, oh, the no brows look is coming back and I don't like that. Or they were wondering if the no brows look is coming back, or very light brows. So I want to know, please comment below, is that actually a thing? Is that something that's coming back? They were wearing no makeup and they are probably close to their 40s and they have blonde hair. So it makes sense that they don't have much for eyebrows, you know, because they're blonde and you start to lose your eyebrows as you get older. So that could just be that they, you know, just are losing their eyebrows and they're not wearing makeup, but I'm just wondering if that's a thing that's actually coming back. So we're going to do eyeshadow now. I am using Half Magic, and this is the Blushing Lizard brand, or Blushing Lizard color. I love this so much. This is going to have like a purpley tint. This is just one of my favorites to use these days. I just love that sort of like chromatic look. I think it's so, so cute. And I do this look at school all the time and I get compliments from the kids. They just they just love when I wear makeup. Boys, girls, it doesn't matter. They love seeing makeup. So probably because, you know, they can't do anything like that, which I feel bad. The kids have to wear uniforms every day. I can wear whatever I want. If I wasn't in PE, I could wear whatever I want. Obviously, I have to wear like athletic type things, but teachers wear jeans, teachers wear like super comfortable stuff, jeans and t-shirts all the time. And the kids have to be dressed in these uniforms, which, you know, I understand why, but it's just kind of, I feel kind of bad for them. Like I would like them to be able to show their personal style too. And they can once in a while, they have like dress down days, but I think that's why they're so obsessed with whenever we have fun makeup looks. So anyway, I do this for kind of my base layer. I don't know how well you can see. I'm not in the sunlight and it's not probably not as obvious, but then I don't know what Luna's barking at downstairs. I should probably go check. I'll be right back. I have no idea what she was barking at. So it's not like she's even like going to the door to bark at someone. She's like laying in her perch on the couch barking at nothing. So anyway, the next step on my eyeshadow is this MAC eyeshadow, and this is in the color Celebutante. It says it's a Dazzle Shadow Extreme. So I just use this kind of in the corners of my eyes to kind of, I don't know, give a little visual interest, I guess. I'm not good at this, like I said, but I'm gonna do it off camera and then show you because I can't use my camera as a mirror very well. So hold on one second. Okay, do you see that? I kind of just used my pinky to add it on there, but I do kind of like the corner third, like the last third of my eyelid, and use this as kind of just an accentuating color, I guess. All right, so that's done. I just really like the way that looks. I think it just turns out really fun. So I wash my hands, and then the last step is going to be my mascara. I don't know if this is just kind of my version of an easy makeup routine. Like I said, I do use highlighter, but I'm not trying to use contour or anything like that. It's just too much. It's too much for me to deal with. So I'm going to do this in my mirror too, because I can't tell you the number of times I've poked myself in the eye. Hold on one second. Okay, that is it for my makeup. And then I just take my hair out and put some hair cream into it. I also use, I forgot to mention, so I still have quite a bit of area that needs to be covered with, maybe I'll show you guys, I haven't done this in a couple of weeks, but incoming alopecia update in case you don't want to see a bald spot on the back of a head. Turn away for just a minute, but this is what my hair is looking like right now. You can see there's like that brown patch that's coming in from using the makeup, but I still need to do quite a bit of coverage. So that's something I'll do when I'm doing, when I'm putting my hair up after I go have breakfast. But for right now, I'm just putting some hair cream in to just kind of calm the frizz, and we're going to be out in the humidity, although like I said, the weather has been really, really nice this weekend. So anyway, I'm using this Moroccan Curling Perfection. I just got it at Walmart and I've been using it for years. Oh, that's what I was telling you guys before. The thing that I use to kind of put some makeup on that spot back there is the same stuff, the Jason Wu Brows Before Boys, but I use this darkest color because my hair is a little bit on the darker side. And so it's like I'm using more of the makeup palette than I normally would, which is nice, right? I'm not having anything go to waste around here. But anyway, I'm just rubbing a bit of this cream through my hair just to try to keep some of the frizz at bay. It actually has worked really well this summer, but I always keep my hair up, so that definitely helps. I can't even imagine having this mop of hair on my neck in this kind of heat. It's just, people do it all the time, just scrunching it up. People do it all the time. I see it all the time at the parks. People have their hair down, and all I can think is, how the heck do you walk around with your hair on your neck all day? I've tried it and it feels so awful. Like, it just feels like I'm miserable. So it's not something that I can do, but man, if you can do that, let me know what your secret is. How does it not drive you crazy? It just might be like a sensory thing for me. I don't know, but I don't know. If you keep your hair down all day, what is your secret to being able to do that? Because it looks beautiful. I just can't do it. All right, I am mostly ready. I'll come back up in a little while and put my hair up, and then we're going to head to EPCOT. So come along with us. Emily and I are going together because we haven't had a mother-daughter day in a little bit. And yeah, we're going to have some fun. So let's go to EPCOT. All right, we're going to do single rider of Test Track again. We started out our day at Test Track, and then Emily just went and got the Brazilian cheeseburger that we got last week. On Monday, not even last week, on Monday. So I'm going to go try something new. Where was I don't know. It's over near the entrance to the World Showcase. We did Test Track. We're probably going to do a few more rides later this afternoon, but we wanted to get some lunch first. Maybe we'll go get the mimosa flight too, because that's really good. So yeah, having a good day at EPCOT. Emily was just here Monday with our family, and she said that the waterfall is back working in Canada. So we're gonna go see it, because every time I've come the last several times, the waterfall wasn't working, and I was so sad because it's become a place I really love. So we're gonna go check it out. This whole area is so pretty. I know. It might be like one of, no, I'm taking you. It might be one of my favorite like pavilions. The kind of hidden back part. Yeah, I know, it's so cute. There she is. It's also great for a little bit of mist to cool you down a bit.
I want to use my cash.
This is what I got. It's the autumn chili bowl, and it's all plant-based, so I'm super excited about that. It's even got plant-based sour cream. It's good. It's like sweet. I like it. And of course, the mimosa flight has the tropical, there's hair on my face. Tropical mimosa, berry mimosa, and the blood orange mimosa. They're so good. Actually, Emily prefers the berry mimosa, so she gets to drink that. Alright, we're in the land pavilion. We're gonna go to Soren probably and Living with the Land, depending on the wait, because I don't want to wait forever. But I just noticed that these are the 4 seasons. Like, there are leaves hanging down for fall. It's really hard to see with the light back there, but these are snowflakes. These are leaves. These are butterflies, so those are for spring, I guess. And the birds, I guess, are for summer. Kind of cool.
Please lower your head and watch your step. For your
safety, remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. Food, medicine, and other elements essential to our lives. At work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The tropics, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the banana.
We got some jack-o'-lanterns.
Is an important goal of research around the world.
Alright, we are going to head over to see the manatees because they're our favorite little friends.
We needed her to hit at least 600 pounds to be eligible for release. And last weigh-in, she hit 615. So we're super excited about that. We're just going to pack on the pounds and then she'll be released this winter. Manatees and like that. Honestly, that's true for all wildlife, not just manatees. Again, my name is Allison. If you have any questions, that's what I'm here for. Otherwise, have fun at EPCOT today. And thank you for visiting us at the seas. Thank you.
So cute. She's another one. Oh my goodness. They're so cute.
That's mermaid. That's a sweat tail.
This one is mermaid. Look at her tail.
615. She's doing. These guys are funny. All this lettuce here.
Yeah. I know.
It's a soup. It's a little soup.
Why? We haven't done the Figment ride in a while, so we're going to do that one.
It's about listening with your imagination. Now I've completely lost my train of thought. No, you haven't. It's over here. All aboard time. It's always a good time to use your imagination. So let the good times roll. Doing one second. Oh, yeah, really stinks. Insinuating. One lovely sniff can be appealing. Skunk is not a rose. And you hear that?
I don't know why, but walking by this jumping water just always reminds me of when I was a kid because this has been here for years and years. Oh, there goes the monorail. Timing. Woo! I like going and standing under the one that jumps over you. Ready? This one's cute too. I've never noticed this before. I think it goes around, like all the way around. Oh, here they are. Oh, that's so cute. Emily and I are heading out of EPCOT. We had a really fun day. We did, what rides did we do? We did Living with the Land. We did not do Soarin', the line was too long. We did Figment ride. We did Test Track. Did we do any other rides? And we went to see the manatees, you saw that. Yes. And yeah, we mostly just kind of walked around, had a drink and had some food, and it was really fun. So now we are heading out. It's kind of early, it's like 3:40. So we're actually gonna go by Cast Connections and see if there's anything fun there. Emily has access to Cast Connections because she's a cast member. So we're gonna go see if we can find anything fun. I actually have 2 sweatshirts I'm looking for, but I don't think they'll be there because I think it's too early for them to be there.
But you never know. Sometimes you see stuff that was released like a month ago. Sometimes you see stuff that was released like 2 days ago. Sometimes it's stuff that hasn't been around for like 2 years. knows?
So I could probably check the outlets too, but I probably would want to wait a little bit on that. But anyway, we're gonna go see what we can find. I will let you know for sure if we find them. But right now we're gonna go get in the car, get off our feet, and go over to Cast Connections. Okay, I am home. I dropped Emily off at her apartment, visited with her fiancé for a few minutes, and saw the cats. I picked up a few things at Cast Connections. I'm not going to show you all of them because a couple of them are Christmas presents, but I did get this sleeveless top for my husband because he's been wanting one for the parks, and this one just says Walt Disney World on the back, has Mickey. Welcome everybody. That's cute. So anyway, I thought that one would work, and then I got some Pop-Tarts for 55 cents. They have really good deals on food. So anyway, that is it for this weekend's vlog. I am going to go finish preparing my lunch for tomorrow. I'll show you what I've made so far. It actually looks really good. But I just put together almost like a little mini charcuterie. I'm just trying to meal prep a little bit better so that I'm, you know, eating a little healthier. But okay, so in this one I have a hard-boiled egg, a stick of cheese. This is Cracker Barrel cheese, and then honey maple turkey, and then tomato and cucumber. And over here I have part of an apple, and then this is cashew butter. I feel like that's going to give me plenty of energy for the rest of the day when I have lunch tomorrow. So excited to have that. So anyway, I'm going to end here, get ready for the week. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Thank you so much for coming along with me this week, and I will see you soon. Bye.